Yeah, Bees, whenever you're ready, you can pick 2 maps to ban.
Oh, you know what? I kind of liked how we did it. Dealer's choice for the audience. What haven't we played so far?
Okay, let
Good
me check the
question.
data here.
What
Let
haven't we
me,
seen in this tournament?
let me give a little check here.
Man of the people.
Yeah. Let's see. Sort sheet. The least played actually is Mountain Range. So good job on that one. Tied with Hideout, Valley, Mountain Ridge, Oasis, Yucatan, Amazon Tunnel. These have all been played only like once or twice. So. Any of those sound interesting? I would go for I'd go for a little Valley game. I don't know much about that. Or if you want a more of a closed map,
Valley.
you could do a Hideout. Unless that was banned, actually, I don't remember.
Nope, I think so.
Yeah, Valley sounds fun. I'll do it.
All right.
Oh,
I'm on board with that.
also, yeah, Bees, you are the banner here.
You're banning.
If
I'm
you want
banning,
to.
but
And-
if we
But if
agree
you
on
want to
what
just pass, that's
play,
fine.
I'm fine with that.
I don't think.
By the way,
I
I
can pass.
initiated a rematch. If you want to go.
Oh,
and
let me
get
go
the
back.
Lobby set up. No worries.
Yes, just accepted.
ShetheDistance, are you good with Valley or do you want to pick a different one? It's up to you.
I'm good with Valley.
Alright.
It's like
In
the
that
opposite of what we
case-
just played.
Yeah, it's the reverse. In that case, we will move on to the civs. Bees, you can ban 3 civs that weren't banned last time or pass.
Oh, there it's. Hang on, I gotta enter the soup
Oh, that's right.
to see what exactly the choices are. So which ones were not banned last time? Okay, I got the list next to me.
Celts, Berbers, Britons, Chinese, Goths, and Mayans.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's pull out the Vietnamese.
Okay.
Byzantines? Aztecs?
Alright, sounds good. The
I
distance.
can't ban anything that's already been banned. So I gotta get creative here.
Yeah, the pool gets narrower.
Especially if there's no passing. I think I've had passing in all of my games.
Oh, you can pass if you want to.
I can pass, but I mean...
But why give it up? Yeah.
Okay, let me look again. Okay, Chinese have already been banned. Humans, Khmer, and Huns.
Months. Okay.
On the top left in blue, ShetheDistance is playing the Malians or Malians. It's unclear at this time. And as our very nice little Civ intro music fades out, in the bottom right, Bees get degrees, red, playing the Goths. Of course, the Goths, notorious, sort of a one trick Civ. We'll see how Bees chooses to use that. He's seen the Goths be played. I don't remember if he's played them in this tournament, but you can't not be familiar with the Goths. Goths OP Eloition would know, of course. And the Malians, though, I don't even know if I've even read anything about the Malians. Let me give it a quick check. Nope, never before played. I'm going on the wiki. You can't stop me. Unique unit, Gebetto. Fragile infantry with powerful ranged attack. Okay. Looking good. What kind of strategies are we maybe going to see the strengths of the Malians? Very versatile. Strong eco bonuses. Also, I believe their gold lasts longer. 30% longer. Yeah. Hey, I already knew that. Thanks, T90. Gold lasts 30% longer than other civs. Okay,
Mr.
okay.
T-Bird, I am back and ready to help CoCast if you are ready for me.
It's back and ready, and I'm ready.
Excellent.
We're here.
Some Malians Goths.
Malians Goths. Now, the Malians famously just been added to Age of Empires 4, by the way. But that aside, we don't know much about them. Strong gold economy. The Gebetto ranged attack, unique unit. You got any thoughts, Oz?
I don't. I've actually never played with them or against them, and they're very, they're interesting either way.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing, ShetheDistance famously sort of randomly just picking civs. We'll find out if we get any utilization here, or if there are any passive bonuses that will help out along the way.
Well, that special unit that you mentioned, is that gunpowder? They end game civ?
I think they just throw them. They throw knives or something.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It might, I think they might be... Oh, man, I'm having, shadows in the back of my mind. The Gebetto is, it might even be, an area of effect thing, or maybe they do a spray. I don't know. But I think if you get them in a big clump, they're very dangerous. They're pretty squishy, though.
I'm going to join you and probably cheat and look at the wiki here and see what we got.
While we just get through this early game. Why not?
All right, yeah, for sure.
We have both players again going pretty heavily on the wood front. Idle TC time looking a little bit uneven here. Bees Get Degrees, I think by now is kind of the favorite in this set after the pretty solid Man-at-Arms rush that we had earlier on. Malian's
very interesting walling
intrusive.
On both cultures or both players last game. I could see that ShetheDistance was walling off and got part of the way there, and then Bees Get Degrees got most of his front line. I think some of the back line had a couple of gaps, but wasn't an issue as he wasn't receiving pressure.
Yeah, we didn't see much of Bees' base because there was no action going on back there, but good to keep keep your head on, keep those walls. This is another pretty open map. I sort of mentioned it, and then they were like, yeah, okay, that sounds good, let's do it. But the mill on the forward deer, okay, I think ShetheDistance might be onto something here. I don't know how she's identified.
Go grab some deer, huh?
This, I guess, it actually looks like Valley has just an insane amount of deer. That's the whole gimmick of the map. Now it's being utilized by our
Get
players.
together and hunt against each other. I see.
Yeah. I guess you really want to get that center map control just for all those deers.
Interesting gold distribution too. Looks like Bees is a little bit more spread out, and ShetheDistance is a little bit more clustered, and that might be beneficial with that civ bonus that you mentioned. The gold lasting 30% longer.
Yeah, this gold in particular, while it's forward, it's a pretty big gold vein, and it's gonna last forever.
Is that a desert patch up a little bit further north, or is that additional gold for ShetheDistance?
Double rear gold for Bees is gonna help him out a lot. There is also an additional 3 gold in the back corner there. Yeah, it's,
sneaky little gold.
Not
like
just
that.
yet, but they don't need it. Okay, so now both players have probably seen all these deers. That's kind of crazy how many there are back here. It's just free food as long as no pressure comes through. All right, some Palisades for red. Going for a little bit of a, you got to defend your home base. What are you doing without doing that? ShetheDistance, I think, spending all the wood on mills right now, which I would say is a solid move. I think that's a good idea. In this map, obviously having a little bit less experience in the game might lead to just being more willing to utilize things that you see coming at you. Okay, going for the fish. I think that's an auto, because they don't auto attack deer, maybe.
I think
that's
very
also
interesting too, the desire to go for eco over military. I know, you look at something like StarCraft and it's very military forward. Your eco always supports your military, but Age of Empires is a little bit more balanced, where I feel like if you can be safe or if you can feel safe, then economy is very viable up until Imperial Age, and then you can rotate over to military. So it's definitely a playstyle difference in terms of comfortability. If you like having that eco boost, then yeah, I could definitely see going mill, get all the deer, get all the free stuff first. I think I personally am a little bit more military minded, especially after watching some of those T90 vids.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as we saw Tom Bombadil take that just straight economy win earlier on with the fast Imperial no military play.
Absolutely wild, yeah. And vice versa, the game of Nut versus Arduous, where there was that just overwhelming eco on the side of Nut for all of those Hussar productions.
Yeah. This is true. The barracks, and now, okay, we do have spearmen coming out of this barracks, so we're going to get an archery range from the Goths. I mean, it's fine. You can build archers as the Goths. They don't get all the upgrades, so maybe they won't last too late into the game, but solid rating. Especially if your opponent is going into all of these very exposed pocket ecos, which, by the way, hasn't scouted any of them yet. So, very lucky for Blue on the path of B's scout. For that second lumber camp. And the, maybe, well, okay. So if you wall off these choke points, this goal is fine, but, well, I guess maybe the thought process here is that this one is in front of the base and easily targeted. A couple early in military from Blue. She's learned now that this raid could be coming at any time. And Red is going to start moving across with, just grouping. Just grouping. Some spears and archers. Just building out of everything he can right now.
Very consistent on the villager production for ShetheDistance.
Okay. Yeah, actually pulling ahead there. The Goth
I wonder
player
if that,
now in
yeah,
feudal age.
kind of behind because of the feudal age, but also the investment into military.
That could be. That could be. ShetheDistance now actually going to get to feudal age this game, I think. So that's a good sign at least for her.
Yeah, that military force could be quite destructive if it starts to roam, that's for sure, though.
Yeah, I would say if you get this many units, even like 3 or 4 units, at that point it's worth just running out there. Especially if you have a scout walking around, and especially if you see this kind of thing out in the middle of the map. So I would expect these units to move out to the middle at some point soon, with the scout just standing there keeping an eye on things.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on. Fletching is being researched, so I wouldn't be surprised to see movement now. Looks like there's a little bit of action on the scout on a villager. Yeah,
Here they go. Looking like
There
they're going to
they are.
hit at just when fletching is ready.
Yeah,
So well
great
played
timing
on that.
on that. Absolutely.
Looks like ShetheDistance opting to not. I think she's just going for militia instead of age 2. So fair enough.
Yeah, kind of a panic response, I think, whenever you have enough units to go against is like, what can I get out quickly that is stronger than most? And militia is kind of your option unless you think, can I make it to the next stage and create military, which is a bit of a risk if you're not quite as familiar with the game, because I know, at least in my own personal case, I'm always thinking I need to create units yesterday, not I need to age up and then create units.
I mean, now she knows what's coming. The numbers are not on her side, but if these guys end up in feudal age with an armor upgrade, they could do well against the composition from Red.
Yeah,
so
that would actually be a great counter, absolutely.
I don't think, he hasn't spotted this other mill down here.
And he is up to castle now, so it looks like it's just a matter of time. If she can get into feudal and go up to man-at-arms, that would be great, but if not, that might be problematic.
Aloysian in the chat saying that the Malians are a pretty good counter to Goths. Well, hopefully they are a very good counter to Goths. There goes another Vil. This rear house wall is interesting, but it could, I think it's just for housing. This is looking very much like a mirror of the last game. ShetheDistance is trying a few different things. Very adaptable player, as we've seen, but I don't know if 5 militia are going to be enough right here.
Yeah.
Just reinforcements roll up for Red.
That death ball's looking good. It is very cool as the tournament progresses to watch players grow and learn. Just see what they've done and experienced and, lived through, and then go, I wonder if I can do that. Or, oh boy, I'm not going to make that happen again.
Yeah. Just gonna leave one spearman down here, keeping those attack pings going off. Oh, just passing.
Oh,
Don't mind me.
Yeah, I got places to be. You're cool.
Okay, we're gonna draw out these militia. ShetheDistance now about to hit feudal age at least, so this is
She
going a
does
little
have-
bit better.
Yeah, what is that? Eight units? Yeah, that is
Yeah.
better.
There's actually 9 militia on the field. I think some of them are in the back, getting rallied over to the TC.
That's fantastic. And she moved all those villagers off the wood line. Good job. That's excellent.
Okay, good micro there. Good control.
Militia are unfortunately going to go down because there's no commit from all of them.
Yeah, this trickle is
So-
not going to work out too well.
Yeah. It is amazing how much just momentum means so much in this game, right? Because if you attack with 3 archers, you might pick a villager, you're probably just going to die. Similarly with militia, are they great units if you're going to get them upgraded? Yeah, absolutely. But if you're just going to trickle them in one by one, unfortunately, you're just going to lose that.
Yeah, I saw she targeted the archers intentionally. So
Mhm.
good move there, but unfortunately no upgrades. Basic militia against this many units is not going to work anyways.
And then if you can play off of the pathing with things like bulk spearmen, absolutely just makes those archers that much more potent, even if they don't really have anything. And now they're crossbowmen. Oof.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed.
So now we're just trickling in. This is exactly what the attacker wants to see from this. And a market
Yep.
coming down for blue. She does have 1,600 wood. Was really solid about gathering wood in the last game too. So maybe we'll see some trade outs there for some more key resources. Red at the same time, still just walling off a little bit just in case it becomes necessary in the future. Not too worried about that. And going pretty hard onto stone. I wonder if we'll see a castle drop.
Castle Dop, or maybe even just a couple of towers like last time.
Could be. He did do very effective tower placement on that one. Really caused a lot of disturbance for the other player.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to that psychological. Yeah, there's the tower. Goes back to that psychological game, right? Where if you feel like you can't attack resources or can't come back from something, that's when the GG pops out every single time. I get it.
Yeah. And again, this
Also
tower,
very interesting.
Yeah.
Like taking that up a notch and going into what you have learned from a tournament, from a game, from etc. You start to look at something like a tower, and early when you're young, well, fresh, I guess, to the game, they really feel like these insurmountable obstacles. But really, when you start throwing 10, 12 militia at them, they'll get knocked down, and you just have to remember that, oh yeah, they don't have murder holes. Those come with universities.
One other thing is also, you can, for the most part, at least at the beginning of a tower rush, just ignore them and move on to the other resource. Obviously, red is camping the other gold right now.
Right.
But this is a really well-placed tower, but you can just work around it if there's only one tower. Also, Bees, I think both games now has gotten it one tile exactly in the range of the TC, so good job on that.
That's some precision. And also, you think about farms and you're like, man, I'm losing a farm, but what you're really losing is 60 wood. You're losing the potential food, yes, but that is the trade-off that you have to be willing to make and muscle through mentally to be able to continue whenever it's a tower. If you can look at something and go, yeah, that's not a problem, then you're able to push on through, build town centers elsewhere and continue. But if you get stuck in that, and that side raid will really trip you up as well. Yeah, it starts to snowball and just becomes insurmountable.
It looks like we're just gonna camp in the TC again for a little bit.
Yep.
ShetheDistance making it a little further here. I don't think red is gonna get out any Huskarls this game, but okay. I mean, I like
and up
this.
to feudal this time.
Up to feudal and spending the relevant resources, getting a lot of archers now. Hopefully,
Bees selling a bunch of food for gold. I wonder if he's trying to go up.
Bees. Oh, that's the GG.
There's
right
the GG.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder what
Well
all that
played.
gold was for him. Maybe some upgrades there. GG's in the chat.
Could be.
Bees was housed. Rip. GG. Well played. It was really interesting watching you learn and adapt over the course of even just 2 games.
Absolutely. Absolutely
Yeah.
excellent watching both of you learn and adapt to just look at a game and go, I'm not going to let that happen again. And then make sure that it doesn't happen again. Like, ShetheDistance, you getting out those militia early and so many of them, absolutely excellent improvement from the last game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not quite enough, as he used basically the same technique, but I, especially like building 2 barracks, that's not something I would have done prior to this tournament.
Yeah.
But it was, I mean, it had potential to be very helpful if I had had the resources to sustain
Agreed.
it. So.
And I think that's really the name of the game in terms of learning and improving and continuing to go, is learning what sustainability do I have on 2 barracks? What sustainability do I have on however many lumberjacks? So to watch the evolution of both of you play has just been absolute treat this whole tournament. Thank you guys very much.